group your data together. So by grouping your data, you can see the patterns. So you identify first, because later during the test, you will be given a piece of blank paper. So you will be writing what is the similarities, what is the differences. Yeah. So you brainstorm the similarities and the differences of each paragraph or of each graph or each table of each diagram given in the questions to make you to help you, to assist you in constructing your sentences later on. Okay. As I can see, as you can see over there. Oh, this is not only me talking. Yeah. So while I'm talking, if you have any question, please. We have this like interactive discussion. Okay. Now, how IELTS scored? So this is the scores for the IELTS. So 9 is expert user, 8 very good user, 7 good user, and etc. until 0. 0 did not attempt the test. Okay. And then this one is writing task 1. This one is the sample task. Now this one that you will face, I think you have faced it during the pretest, right? The sample task. This is the sample answer. Now before we go there, let me share you with another. Welcome, Pak Hade. Welcome aboard, Pak Hade.
Yes, Miss, I'm so sorry I'm coming late.
Oh, no worries, no worries. As long as you can catch up.
Okay.
As long as you can catch up, yeah.
I have take breakfast, Miss.
Oh, this is not breakfast anymore. This is brunch. You know brunch?
Yes, yeah. Brunch. Breakfast, yeah. Lunch, you mean?
Yes. Because, you know, by the time for the lunch, you will not be hungry anymore.
Yes.
Yeah, welcome aboard. And
Thank
then, you. Yes, so sample task, how to answer only. How to answer the IELTS test.
Bu Sari, can I ask you something?
Yes, please.
Yeah. It's quite surprising for me to hear that you got 0 for your writing, as you said. And as we know that from your explanation just now, the band of the score for IELTS, 0 is only
no attempt.
Yes, no attempt.
No attempt.
What did you do in your writing test at the time?
The one who get the 0?
Yeah.
Or me or who?
You specifically.
Oh no, I got a 8, but my writing is 6.5 because I was that my uni was in the same country with Mardalen. What is the full name of Lena?
Marlena.
Maisrilena. Yeah, Maisrilena. So I'm in Wellington and Maisrilena in Auckland. Yeah, in my uni, for the master degree is 7. 7 all for the all band. Yeah, for
overall,
the all band. Not overall score. For speaking 7, for writing 7. Yes, for each band should be 7. Yeah, so it's good. So I was unconditional. I was conditional before for the sec because my IELTS score was 6.5. So I 6.5 for my speaking was 8. My listening was my speaking was 8. My listening was 8. My reading 6.5 or 7. I forgot. And then my writing is 6.5. Should be 7. So I only got 0.5. So was lack of 0.5 to get unconditional. Lack of. Because if my acceptance letter is still conditional, dictee won't cash out the scholarship, and it would be given to someone else. Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, I was like, what do you call that? Stressed out. So so skinny, and then headache every time.
So disappointed.
So disappointed. Yes, yes. So because writing is hard, yes, particularly for Indonesian people, is writing was hard.
Mm.
Yeah, not yeah Indonesian. I think Southeast Asian country. Southeast Asian country. Mm. Thank you very much, Ibu Siska. So for others, when you have a questions while I'm what do you call not explaining, sharing the knowledge about IELTS, please do. Yeah. Okay, and then what about for my exercise answering now? How to answer this one? And then when right now I focus on IELTS writing task one. And later, I will focus on IELTS writing task 2. One thing that you should know that you have already known that writing task 1 consists of 150 words, 150 words for 20 minutes. And then for writing task 2, consists of 250 words in 40 minutes. Ya, bagaimana kalau berlebih? It's okay as long as still within 10%. Bagaimana kalau kurang? Kalau kurang, there is a penalty for that. Now, what about the penalty? I also don't know about the penalty. It is based on the examiner. Yeah, because the examiner for the IELTS is the certified one. Certified by ETS, if I'm not mistaken. Not ETS or British Council, I forgot. So what about if you make 152, as long as still within the range of 10%, 10% dari 150, 15 ya Bu ya? Artinya 165. If it is still in the range of 150 until 165, you are safe. So please be really careful when you write down your writing, because 166 kena penalti. Atau 149 kena penalti. Berapa penaltinya itu, it's totally depend on the examiner. Okay? Oh, I forgot to not stop sharing. New share. For the task 2. Task 2, 250 words, 40 minutes. It is an essay based on a topic given on the question paper. Now the difference is, task 1 is graph, table. It is in the form of report, but this one in the form of an essay based on the topic given on the question paper. Okay. Now there are 3 basic things you need to structure in IELTS. This one is in IELTS writing task 1. The first one is your introduction. The second one is your body, and the third one is your conclusion. What you should put into your body. In the body, what you should put is give an overview and give the detail. So you should put an overview into a general things, and then you should put a detail. And this one is the example of how you introduce your graph. The line graph compares the fast food atau the table shows about the comparison of. Yeah, that's the way you start. Now, what else that you should put? Biasanya itu kita masukkan, kita paraphrase dari judulnya. Misalnya judulnya di sini Consumption of Fast Food by Australian Teenagers. Nah, untuk introduction-nya kita paraphrase ini, kita paraphrase topik dari graph ini. Jadi the graph is the graph compares seperti yang di sini, the line graph compares boleh, atau the line graph shows the comparison of fast food consumption by Australian teenagers in the year or starting from the year 1975 until 2000.
A question, please, Miss.
Yeah, yes, please.
So you mean the first question is the writing test should be done by handwriting, Miss?
Yes, handwriting. Yeah. Thank you very much, Paddy. I almost forget. Yes, handwriting. Now
so you mean we saw count word in handwriting?
Yeah. Make sure that you are not over limit. Ya, biasanya per satu baris itu 10 kata. Jadi kalau 150 itu ada 15 baris ke bawah. Yeah.
That's a simple.
Yeah, that's the simple calculation ya. Ya, the simple calculation. Makanya kalau dibikin 15 baris, jadi kalaupun berlebih dalam satu baris itu menjadi misalnya 11 atau 12, we still within the range 165 because there is 10% that you are over from 150. So
we should know our font size in one sentence, in one line, right, Miss?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So based on practice. So yeah, actually writing is based on practice. So practice yourself to write handwriting. Practice to write fast but readable. You know, because if your writing is not readable, you get the penalty. Yeah.
Even it's a good sentences, Miss.
I'm sorry?
Even our sentences is the best.
Yeah. Even your sentences is the best, but it's not readable. How can the examiners give you the mark?
Okay, Miss. Kalau cakar ayam susah juga, Miss ya.
I'm sorry?
Kalau cakar ayam susah juga.
Oh iyalah. Jadi kalau di saya bebannya kayak gini loh Pak Hadi, karena ini 300 US loh. Kalau misalnya saya nggak benar-benar perang berdarah ya, quote unquote ya, kalau nggak benar-benar siap sekali, saya nggak mau ambil tes IELTS gitu. Yang itu ya, yang certificate ya, karena certificate itu valid for 2 years. Yeah, you can go around valid for 2 years. For some countries, they prefer to have IELTS, but for other countries, it's okay for them for the TOEFL. But for the TOEFL, they also ask for the internet-based TOEFL. Now, the difficulties of internet-based TOEFL nowadays, recently, is almost similar to IELTS, as what my friend said. Yeah, because there is also speaking included over there. Now, the most difficult one is for the speaking is through. My friends last time took it through Zoom meeting, so it's sometimes because of the signal, she cannot hear what the examiners ask her to do. But for the IELTS, no, we have this 1-to-1 for the speaking test. Okay. Any question, Paddy?
Okay, that's all, man.
So far, so good? So far, so good? Okay. So for the, where was I? Okay. For the body, what you should do is give an overview and also give the detail. Now, what is the detail? The detail is the comparison that I mentioned previously. What is the similarities? What is the differences? And then you put the year. You put the detail, for example, like for this one is you write down in your paper 1975. This is 5. 1975, 5. 1980, 22 or 24, or around 22. You can say like that. Yeah. And then you can say racing. And then this is stable in after 1995. This is around starting from 1992 until 1998. So you can say like that. So you put the detailed information. Okay.
Bu Sari,
Yes.
if we do the writing task for this diagram, we only just to present the fact. I mean,
Yes.
we just present the fact. We not
Yes.
give our personal opinion about why it's up, why it down, right?
No.
Or
No. This is a report.
report.
So, yeah, so this is a report. But for the second one, yes. For the second one, you give your opinions. Why it is like pros and cons. Why you are pro, why you are cons. Yeah, why you are totally agree with the statement given and why you are totally disagree or partially agree, partially disagree. Now there is certain terms, certain phrases. If you would like to say however, for this blah 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 blah, I partially disagree. So there is certain terms that I will show you later. Connecting sentences. If you want to contrast your opinion, so you can be totally agree, excuse me, or totally disagree, or you can be partially agree, partially disagree. But for the task one, this is a report. You are reporting.
Report writing, huh?
Yes, report writing. Thank you very much, Ibu Siska. Now, I haven't sent this one to you yet. So here's an example for the above line graph. So for the above line graph here, so this is the introduction. Now, this kind of introduction is almost similar. Yeah, this kind of introduction is almost similar like what I have mentioned before. You start with the line graph compares atau the line graph shows the comparison of boleh. Ya. Atau the line graph displays the similarities and differences in number of fast food consumption by teenagers in Australia in the year. Jadi kita paraphrase. Jangan kita salin judul topiknya ini dari salin bulat-bulat gitu loh. Tapi kita paraphrase. Nah, yang dilihatnya di sana ada kreatif enggak gitu loh. Are you creative enough to construct your own sentence? Yeah. Now, what about give overview? This is overview. Overall or in general or as a matter of fact, it can be said that atau it can be clearly seen that. Nah, itu kan bahasa jurnal ya Bu ya. Ya, bahasa artikel yang kita masukkan di jurnal itu sebenarnya. Nah, because you are a lecturer, I think this is quite easy for you to do that. So by giving overview. So this is by giving overview. Apa giving overview? Jadi dari sini overview-nya apa? Oh, ada fluktuatif. Artinya hamburger naik, pizza naik, tapi si hamburger turun. Jadi situ kita bandingkan. Now that's for about the give the overview. What about give detail? Nah, this is for the give detail. Similarities and differences. Nah, di situ kita brainstorm lagi, elaborate. Similarities-nya di mana? Apa yang similar? Apa yang sama di sana? Perbedaannya di mana? Apa yang berbeda di sana? That's for the give of detail. This one is the example of the first paragraph. of the previous, of the above line graph. Do you want me to show you again the graph?
Yes, miss.
Yes, okay. So this is the graph. Yeah, consumption fast food by Australian teenagers. 0, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120. Talking about 3 items here: pizza, fish and chips and hamburgers. And starting from the year 1975 until the year 2000. This is rising, but stable by the year 1992. And this is decreasing. Starting from 1975, it's decreasing. Now, how can we start for the introduction paragraph? Nah, first paragraph, after the introduction ya. Yang introduction-nya kan ini tadi. Ini yang introduction tadi. Nah, ini yang introduction tadi. Oh, ya. Nah, ini yang introduction. The line graph compares. Nah, setelah introduction mana lagi? Kita kasih overview. Overall atau in general, the consumption of fish and chips declined over the period, whereas the amount of pizza and hamburgers that were eaten increased. Ya, jadi overallnya di sana kita masukin, in generalnya kita dimasukin di sana sebelum kita masuk ke detail. Nah, mana yang detailnya? Ini detailnya. In 1975 baru kita masuk ke detail year. In 1975, the most popular fast food with Australian teenager was fish and chips, being eaten 100 times a year. This was far higher than pizza and hamburgers, which were consumed approximately 5 times a year. However, nah di sini dia contrasting, ya, pengganti but. However, atau in contrast, atau in contrary, itu kan linking words untuk contrast itu. Apart from a brief rise again from 1980 to 1985, the consumption of fish and chips gradually declined over the 25-year time scale to finish at just under 40. Nah, ini dia yang untuk detailnya itu. Ini juga untuk detailnya itu. Jadi kok kata-katanya susah-susah ya ini ya Bu ya. Nah, itu dia pertanyaan apa yang harus dipahami. Kata-kata yang kita pakai untuk report itu sudah sebenarnya bukan baku ya. Bukan baku, tapi itu ke itu aja. Sama dengan kata-kata yang kita pakai untuk artikel. Kalau kan banyak Bu, itu Sinta 1, Sinta 2 itu kan harus pakai bahasa Inggris itu. Ya, harus pakai bahasa Inggris. Nah, kita habis itu kita harus cek pula plagiarismnya dengan Turnitin. Nah, kata-katanya itu ke itu saja yang dipakai. Increase, develop, improve, ya. Nah, sama dengan ini. Nah, bagaimana yang kata yang ke itu saja? Let me show you. The vocabulary that you can use for this task 1. New share. Vocabulary connecting words. Now, this is the vocabulary that you always see in the writing task 1. Expressing approximation. We use words to express approximation when the point we are trying to describe is between milestone on the graph. Misalnya just under, di bawah sedikit, just under 1995. Karena kita kan nggak tahu nggak ada disebutkan tahun 1994, 92, 93. Yang ada dia kan 1995, terus 2000, 5 tahun jaraknya ya kan. Nah, just under the year 1995 atau well under atau roughly atau approximately. Jadi ini kira-kira ini agak. Jadi kalau bahasa Indonesianya agak. Ini yang kita pakai. Just over di atas. Just over, well over. Kalau pada tahun 1995 nilai penjualannya di atas sedikit dari tahun 1990. The sales in 1995 is just over the sales made in the year 1990. Now this one, how can you remember all these words? From practice, 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 and practice. Sama dengan kalau terbiasa itu menulis artikel, ini sudah terpakai ini biasanya. Now what about comparing and contrasting? Comparing and contrasting, for this part, what I think this is already basic knowledge also for you, that you use superlative or comparative degree or superlative degree. Remember, when you use ER and when you use more, because sometimes being careless in these syllables, yeah, dia bikin more prettier. Padahal prettier itu sudah comparative degree. Nah, kita tidak hati-hati di sana more prettier. Padahal prettier sudah comparative degree. Now, when do we use more? More we use for more than 2 syllables kecuali pretty, kecuali happy, kecuali dirty yang di belakangnya y. Ya, misalnya beautiful, handsome, more handsome, expensive. Jadi X one syllable, pen satu syllable, save satu syllable, expensive. That's we use more. Nah, bagaimana dengan most? Remember, because this is superlative, jadi untuk most itu kita harus pakai the most. Jangan lupa the-nya. Kadang-kadang kita pakai most saja, nah itu sudah salah itu. Karena dia dinilai kan? Dinilai dari kata per kata. Jadi kalau di sini dia prettier, ya menjadi the most, the prettiest. Don't forget to use the in the front. Okay. Now, what about this one? Nah, bagaimana kalau dengan yang ini? Ada yang bisa membantu?
More accurate, most.
More accurate, okay.
The most accurate.
The most accurate, okay. Accurate, 3 syllables. The second one?
Certainer, maybe, miss.
Certain.
Certainer.
No, ada 2 syllable.
More.
Certain, yeah, more certain.
More certain. The most certain.
Yes, okay. What about convenient?
More.
Yes. So how many syllables is that, Ibu Atika?
3.
3. Convenient. 4. Yeah. So we use more.
More convenient, most convenient.
Yes, thank you very much. What about the next one?
More correct.
Yes.
More correct. Most correct.
Yes. Dangerous.
More dangerous. Most dangerous.
Okay. Happy.
Happier.
Happiest. Likely.
Like more likely.
Apakah dia masuk dalam exception? Dia ada di belakangnya.
Likelier.
Likelier.
I never.
Yeah, more heard. Yeah.
I never.
Yeah, because likelier.
Likelier.
Comparative adjective is likelier.
Oh.
Yeah, likelier.
Likelier.
Because it is exception, there is y at the back at the end. There is y letter at the end of the word, similar case to happy, dirty, and pretty. So likelier and the most the likeliest. Yeah, likeliest. And then what about the next one? Modern. More modern. Yeah. What about the next one? Newest. What about the next one?
More possible.
More possible.
The most possible.
Okay. The next one?
More probable.
Probable. Okay. Yeah.
Probable.
Okay.
More up to date. Most up to date.
Okay. Yeah. So remember, as beside the exception, more than 2 syllables, we use more. And we use most for superlative. Now, what about describing one part of the chart? This is usually the phrases that you use for the report. Ya, banyak sekali Bu, banyak sekali. Misalnya gimana cara menghafalnya? Nggak bisa dihafal. Bisa kepakainya itu, keingatnya itu kalau berdasarkan practice, and practice. Yeah. The highest percentage of women are employed in the X. The greatest proportion of car sold category. The lowest number of holiday markets. Okay, this is if you want to use the comparative degree and superlative degree. Now this is if you want to start with the adjective, and this is if you want to start with the subject. I haven't shared with you this one, right?
Yes, Miss.
Okay, I will share with you after this. Now, what about describing two parts of the chart? This is the way that you describe. You describe as many, twice as many, three times as many, not as many, and blah blah blah, and blah blah blah, and blah blah blah.
A question, Miss.
Yes, please.
The page before your page user screen.
Mm-hmm.
No. Before this. The halaman sebelum ini, Miss.
The page previous.
No. I read the most second, the most third. How we can use that word, Miss?
The most. I'm sorry.
I read in your table just now. The most second or the most third.
The most third.
I see the table that contain that word.
Oh, you see the table. Where is that?
I forget where it is.
This one?
No, the comparison. I think still about comparison.
Oh, still about comparison. Okay, let me scroll slowly so you can say, that's it. Okay?
Yes.
Not here?
No, not here.
Not here? Okay.
Okay. This is it. Most second, third most less. How to use it?
Starting with the subject. So if you are starting with the subject, professional is second prevalent employment category. Second, jadi yang kedua. Dari banyak dia, yang dari yang pertama itu kan the most, itu yang paling tinggi. Ini yang kedua paling tinggi. Atau the third most prevalent, yang ketiga paling tinggi.
Jadi walaupun kita pakai the most, tapi untuk yang keduanya the most second gitu, Miss?
Yeah. The second is second most prevalent. Jadi secondnya dulu second most prevalent.
Itu third most less. What does it mean?
I'm sorry?
Sedikit.
Oh, least. Ya, dari less
Least.
itu. Ya. The least artinya yang paling sedikit. Sama kalau kita komen di FB
Yang ketiga itu, paling sedikit gitu, Miss?
Ya, begitu. Atau sama kita komen itu di FB kan, yang kedua yang pertama. Pertamanya, keduanya kan gitu. Ya, pertamanya, keduanya. Ada pertama kali-kali gitu kan. Pertamanya, keduanya ini kayak gitu juga. Jadi second most popular, third most common, or the least common. Jadi bukan third most least, tapi least ini lain lagi Pak Hadi di bawahnya. The least common holiday destination.
So it's not connected with the word before, Miss, ya?
No. Atau misalnya the quickest, the fastest. The quickest, the fastest itu kalau kita starting with the subject.
We still use the
second
right,
fastest boleh. I'm sorry?
We still use the before the word.
Yes.
Like the most second, the third most.
Yeah. The third most popular. The third most prevalent.
Okay. Okay, Miss. So sometimes when I get writing test, I always doubt about it, Miss.
What do you mean by doubt?
Ragu-ragu gitu, Miss.
Yeah, what do you mean by doubt?
Yes. I feel that's not true about use the most second, something like that, Miss. I feel that is it right or wrong, something like that.
Why do you think it is not true?
So at the last test in writing, I just use secondly, and the first I use the most, but in the second I just use and the second without use most.
I think that's the variation. The variation, it means that to add your score by being creative.
Okay.
Yeah. Hang on. So let me share with you this vocabulary, so you can download it. All of you connect. With your laptop right now, or with your cell phone?
No, it's laptop, miss.
Laptop.
A laptop. So you can download it. Okay, so I have sent it to you. This is IELTS FEPX. IELTS FEP. Okay, so where is it? Right here. So this is the one before. Describing two parts of the charge. You can see this is the way that we use to describe two parts of the charts. When you start with the adjective, slightly more, slightly more itu sedikit lebihnya, atau just above boleh juga, slightly under, sedikit di bawah, sipih kalau bahasa Padangnya, sipih, ya. Jadi slightly, or you can say just below, just under. Yeah. What else? This is usually that we use. Now this is if you want to compare sama. Yeah, blue cars as common as, sama. Umumnya, sama banyaknya diketemukan di mana-mana. As apa? As red cars misalnya. Yeah.
Fractionally itu, what does it mean?
I'm sorry?
Fractionally.
Which one?
What does it mean?
Which one?
Fractionally more and fractionally less.
Fractionally. Fraction, fraction? Lebih banyak dia terpecah-pecahnya, terbagi-bagi.
Pecahan.
Ya. Fractionally more or fractionally less. Lebih sedikit dia terpecah-pecahnya, terbagi-baginya. That's the meaning. Okay? And what about this one? Now, this one, grammar vocabulary. Perhaps this one is what you mean, ya, Padi? To begin with, or first of all, or initially, atau firstly, the graph shows about, the graph atau the data atau in the year of 1975, the number of students who eat ini is blah 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 blah. Nah, ini namanya sequences. Sequences, yes.
How to say if we want to say dari tahun 2002 ke tahun 2003 itu we use in or on, yes? On 2000.
Would you please say the English sentence?
On 2022 to 2030, or we use in
Okay.
2000.
So let me give you example. In 23rd April 2021. I'm sorry. On 23rd April 2021. In April 2021. In 2021. So what do you think?
In.
No idea.
Oh, kok no idea? Jadi kita pakai on for full date, complete date, on 23rd, bukan 23, tapi on 23rd April 2021, in April 2021, in 2021. Jadi kita di sana memakai in, Pak Hadi.
In, oh.
Iya.
Kalau on kapan?
Complete date.
Oh, complete.
For example, today is 18th of November. So we have our 5th meeting concerning in writing task 1 on 18th of November 2021. So for complete date.
So if just the year in.
Or the month, yeah. Or if just the year or the month. When will we meet again? Oh, in April. Excuse me. That's about the position for the time. Okay? Now, I think this one is almost similar what we write down in our article for the journal. Yeah, alternatively, otherwise, in addition, at the same time, concurrently, sama. You can browse through the internet linking word. So your keywords is linking word. Itu banyak itu dapat. Ya, linking word. Banyak itu dapat di sana. Apa itu linking word? Misalnya untuk contrast gimana, untuk cause and effect gimana, untuk additional gimana. Yeah, there are so many linking words that you can find it out. Now, what about this one? What about the tenses that we should use? Both present and past tense. Tenses both is active and passive. Jadi tidak semuanya aktif dan tidak semuanya pasif, but both. What are the tenses? Di sana ada kita pakai present, waktu sekarang. Ada kita memakai past tense, kalau sudah lampau ya. Ada kita memakai perfect, kalau ada durasi dia. Dan ada kita memakai future, kalau mengenai yang masa depan. Hanya 4 itu biasanya yang kita pakai kalau untuk report. Ya. Kalau untuk report hanya 4. Present, past tense, perfect, and future. Now this is connecting sentence. Use connectives such as the following with verb phrase for movement in the same direction. Use then and then continue its upward, downward. Upward, downward. Upward, downward. Kalau tidak salah sudah saya kasih di yang general information itu. Nah, ini disconnected sentence. Kenapa ini disconnected? Karena and ini tidak boleh dipakai untuk di awal kalimat. Apa yang tidak boleh? Conjunction. And, but, or. Tidak boleh kita pakai di awal kalimat. Kalau mau pakai but juga, ganti dengan however. Kalau mau pakai but juga, ganti dengan in contrast. Kalau mau pakai but juga, ganti dengan on the contrary. Tapi kalau mau pakai and di sini, in additional, boleh. Dia tidak pakai and. Ya, kita tidak pakai and. Nah, di sini disarankan malah pakai then. then continued. Yeah, connected sentences. After that, it rose gradually to 5,000 by 1952, comma, and then more steeply to 50,000 by 1954. Steeply, ya, tajam turunnya, steeply. Now, how can you remember to use this? Based on practice. I think your homework right now for the next meeting in writing is please try linking words. Your homework is to find the linking words. What is the linking words for contrast? What is the linking words for cause? What is linking words for additional? What is linking words for stressing the sentence? Yeah. What is the linking words if you want to conclude? There are so many words for the linking words. Okay. Now I will give you exercise. Exercise, connect these sentences using but. It fluctuated around 100 in 1999, then it leveled out in the year 2000. It went down to 15,000 in 1960, then it climbed back to 2006, 1961. Kalau kita pakai but, bagaimana ini? Kalau kita ganti then itu dengan but,
but in 1961 it climbed it back to 2000.
Apakah dua kalimat atau satu kalimat, Pak Hadi?
Dua nih.
Hah?
Pakai koma, but
Pakai koma. Iya. Di mana komanya?
then-nya ditukar jadi but, komanya sebelum but.
Ya. Komanya sesudah 1960 ya?
Iya.
Ya. Jadi karena untuk awal kalimat tadi itu dia Pak Hadi tidak boleh pakai conjunction. Tidak boleh ada but, tidak boleh ada and, tidak boleh ada or. Kecuali linking words. Ya, jadi it went down to 15,000 in 1960, but it climbed back to 2,000 in 1961. Nah, bagaimana dengan yang ini? Use connectivity such as the following with noun phrase. Use which was followed by, which led to, which preceded. Oh, ini dia. Ini tiga ini. Ini contohnya di atas. Ini contohnya di atas. Kalau kita pakai which was followed, which led. Nah, bagaimana dengan yang ini?
Which led to. Dan there was a-nya pusnis.
Oke, jadi bisa dibaca complete sentence, Ibu Atika.
There was a sharp rise to 900 in 1991, which led to a gradual decline to 800 in 1992.
Thank you very much. What about the second sentence?
Then there was tukar jadi which was followed by.
Which was followed by?
A more marked decline to 50.
Okay, so one sentence again, eh?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. What about the third one, the last one?
It reached a peak at Christmas, which precede dropped back to the November levels of 500.
Yes, which preceded back to
yeah.
Nggak dari drop tapi back to which preceded. Oh ya, drop ya. Which preceded. No, dropnya kita hilangkan karena then there was ini kita hilangkan. Ya, kita langsung ke back to the November levels of 500. Okay. Now that's about for the vocabulary that we use. So let me give you another exercise. New share. That is the exercise. Exercise. To answer. Hang on. I think I have it before. Exercise filling the gap. Kita exercise filling the gap. Jadi ini ada lagi vocabulary for describing graph trends. Ada increase, ada decrease, ada rise, ada fall, ada drop, ada informs. Ya. Nah, exercise. Now this one is the table that you should what do you call it? It's already the writing over here. This one is no. This one is black. But what you should do here is to choose. Ada nomor 1, 3 pilihan. Yang mana menurut ibu-ibu dan Pak Hadi? Apakah increases, increase, increasing? Yang nomor 2 bagaimana? Apakah was, rose to, atau reach? Yang mana? Okay? Okay, perhaps I will send it to you also. But this one is, hang on. Let me make it into, I can send it. I can send it.
Yang grafik juga belum.
Kenapa, Ibu?
Yang grafik juga belum.
Iya, yang grafik ya. Exercise filling the gap. Jadi saya kirimkan exercise filling the gap, jadi bisa langsung diapakan di dalam bentuk words itu, jadi bisa langsung diisi. Bisa langsung dihapus. Bisa langsung dicek graf-grafnya juga, tabelnya juga. Oke. Ini tabelnya. Expenditure on education in Hong Kong 1995. Oh, it was what? 1998. Okay. Majai dulu ya, Bu. Oh yeah. Sorry, that's my mom. So I only live with her. Only 2 of us at home. Okay, so this one, public expenditure on education in Hong Kong increases, increased, or increasing?
Increases, Miss.
Why increases?
It's talk about the fact. So we use present tense, right?
What about this one?
So it's
increasing.
What about this one? The keyword is here.
We use past tense, increase it.
Yeah. Jadi kita
Increase.
continuously from 1995 to 1998. What about number 2? Was, rose to, or reach?
Reach it, Miss.
Why?
Because it's continue the last sentence.
In academic year 1995, it was.
No, it reached.
It reached 33.6
Yes, just
611. Nah, apakah dia menjangkau 33,611 million? Reach itu meraih loh, meraih itu meraih ke depan. Apakah dia meraih ke depan? Ini padahal dia di bawah, paling bawah loh. Enggak.
It was.
Yeah, it was. Dia nggak meraih ke bawah, dia nggak meraih ke depan dia. Okay, what about number 3?
Baru increasing. Yes.
Increasing, yes, to
Baru increasing.
9. Yeah.
Increased.
Increased, dropping, rising to?
Rising.
In academic year 1995-1996, it was 33.611 Hong Kong dollars, million Hong Kong dollars, comma.
Increase it, Miss.
Ini sudah ada was di sini. Kalau kita pakai increase di sini dinaikkan dia menjadi
rising.
Rising.
Ya. Karena kalau di sudah ada was, kalau kita tambahkan di sini apa increased, komanya harus dihapus, artinya dinaikkan ke, tidak rancu kalimat menjadi pasif ya. Jadi di sini adalah rising, naik ya. Rising to 39.165 million dollar. What about number 4? Coba dicari keywordnya di sana mana?
Each year. The keyword. Each
keyword each year as percentage mana each year, koma, oke. Jadi kalau di sini each year artinya an increase, increased atau increasing.
Increasing because it's continuing.
Tidak boleh double gerund di dalam satu kalimat.
Increased.
Apa di sana?
And increased.
Increased. Karena tidak ada verb di sana. Budget spending itu spending di sana adalah gerund yang berfungsi sebagai noun. Jadi ini artinya increased, ya, from 17.6% to 18% and then to 18.2%. Sebenarnya bukan each year di sini, Pak Adi. Ya, di sini ini adalah ini also, ini artinya sebelum atau sesudah also harus ada verb. Karena also ini adalah auxiliary. Oh, I'm sorry. Auxiliary. Yeah. Okay, what about number 5?
Rise.
Did not show the same consistent.
Can you can you find out in your I use dictionary thesaurus, if not Merriam-Webster, if not Oxford. What does it mean by rise? What does it mean by rose? What does it mean by rising? What is the part of speech? What part of speech is rise? Apakah verb one? Apakah verb ataukah noun? Rose apakah verb? Apakah noun? Rising apakah verb? Apakah noun?
Rise verb, rose verb kedua.
Ya.
Rising. Noun.
Have you checked? Noun. Dia gerund ya, berfungsi sebagai noun. Nah, kita cari keywordnya di sini. Keywordnya di sini adalah nomor 5 ya. Secondary and tertiary education did not show. Dia sudah ada verbnya di sini. Sudah ada predicate-nya.
Berarti yang dicari noun.
Ya.
Okay, rising.
Ya. Same consistent.
Rising.
Rise ini kalau nggak salah noun juga ya. Ada rise, kenaikan.
Rise bisa noun, bisa verb.
Noun, iya. Jadi rise di sini bukan rising, Ibu Atika. Rise. Ya, karena rise ini bisa berfungsi sebagai kenaikan di sini. Kalau rising menaikkan.
Miss, tanya yang nomor 4 tadi, Miss.
Ah,
Itu kan kalau also itu kan artinya eh ada sesuatu yang sama sebelumnya yang bisa kita jadikan patokan ini, Miss ya. Also gitu kan artinya
ini, yang ini.
iya, Miss.
Ah,
Nah, itu kita ngerujuknya ke kalimat yang mana yang sebelumnya itu, Miss, also-nya itu.
as a percentage of the government's budget spending on education also.
Sama-sama naik.
Iya, sama-sama naik. Ini kan ini. Jadi 3 budget mana yang kalau government? Nah, ini 17,6 naik ke 18, naik ke 18,2. Makanya increase dia di sana. Nah, kenapa dia verb di sini yang diminta? Karena also ini biasanya selalu diikuti oleh verb. Dia berada sebelum atau sesudah verb. Always come atau I always come atau I always come, bukan I come always. I always come. Sesudah sebelum verb dia.
Oke, Miss.
Okay. Thank you. Number 6 ya. Number 6. In 1995-6, expenditure in primary education was 22.2% of the education budget, 33.7%, blah 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 on secondary. Spending dia di sana. Kalau pakai spending harus ada to be di depannya. Continuous. Was spent dipakai atau dialokasikan bisa juga di sana. Dipakai on secondary. And 35.9% on tertiary. Number 7.
An increase.
Yes, thank you very much, very good. An increase yang dibutuhkan di sini adalah noun, bukan verb. Ya, ini noun. An increase of 0.8% in spending on tertiary education was financed by a
Drop.
Ya, thank you very much Pak Hadi. Drop yang dibutuhkan di situ adalah noun juga ya. A drop. Okay, a drop. Low system resources may affect your audio quality. Okay. A drop. Spending of 0.7% in primary and 0.5% in secondary schooling. In 1997-1998, tertiary spending as a percent of the education budget
dropped to drop.
Oh yeah, are you sure? Drop itu?
Ya, yang pertama.
Turun drop itu kayak turun jatuh bebas gitu loh. Drop, ya. Returned, ya. Iya, the education budget returned to its 1995-1996 level, kembali dia ke level tahun 95-96. Dia return di sini.
Oh, artinya 995 strip 6 tuh 95 sampai 96.
Betul. 1995-1996. Now the last one, the percentage spent on primary education.
Increase to.
Are you sure? Rose. Karena rise nggak ada ya. Rose, naik. Yeah, the percentage spent on primary education rose to 21.6%, and that on secondary to 33.5%, both figures being less than 1995-1996 levels. Now this is for the exercise. Now I give you the exercise as a guideline for you, as the example for you to write down later for the task 1 exercise. Yang mana yang task 1 exercise yang kita masih ada waktu ini 11.32 sekarang. Kita sampai 12 ya Ibu ya. Ya, kita coba 20 11.
Nomor 8 tadi, Miss.
Kenapa?
Masih ragu nomor 8 tadi, Miss.
Ya, oke, hang on. Nomor 8. Is my screen readable?
Yes. Itu kan noun tuh, Miss. Drop itu noun ya, Miss ya?
Ya, drop ini noun. Kalau ini yang verb.
Oh.
Ini verb ini.
Okay, thank you, Miss.
Okay. So let me check the file exercise. Mana kita exercise? Exercise writing task 1 and 2. Now this one. Kita coba dulu yang untuk kalimat introduction-nya. What do you think?
Nggak kelihatan yang di bawahnya, Miss.
Oh, kalimat introduction. Oh ya, sorry.
This is the percentage of Australian men and women do regular physics activity from 15 until 65 and over.
I'm sorry? Iwatika, would you please read again?
The percentage
Apa yang the percentage apa? Gambarnya gambar apa?
men and women.
Bukan gambar grafnya itu graf apa?
Graph age group.
No, tadi ada line graph. Kalau ini apa?
Oh, update.
The bar chart.
Bar charts.
Iya.
Bar chart.
Iya, kita sebutkan itu.
Oh.
The bar
Oh.
chart.
The bar chart shows.
Ya,
Shows us.
nggak usah pakai as. The bar chart. Kita laporan loh. Ya.
Show
The bar chart shows.
Shows the percentage of Australian men and women doing
Yeah.
regular specific activity
in 2010.
per age group.
Paraphrase. Ini di paraphrase Pak Adi. Jangan disalin mentah-mentah. Kalau disalin mentah-mentah kurang nilainya.
Oh gitu ya.
Iya, di paraphrase ini. Gimana cara?
The bar
The bar charts.
the bar
The bar chart
The bar chart shows
the percentage
the regular
Regular
physical activity
the regular physical activity
That
of
men
Australian
and
women
Australian
in
men and women
2010.
do in 2010.
Terus bagaimana dengan si umur-umur yang berbeda itu?
in different age group.
Iya, in different
different
age group. Coba kalau panjang-panjangnya gimana? Ulang lagi. Saya bikin di chat. The bar chart shows
The
regular physical activity
the regular
The regular
The regular
physical activity
physical activity of
Australian man
of,
and woman
Australian men and women
in different age group.
in different
age group.
in different age group atau based on boleh ini nih kita pakai based on different age group or referring different age group. Nah, itu saya bikin slash itu sebagai atau. Nah, itu sudah masuk itu introduction kita.
Persentasenya nggak masuk loh, Miss.
Percentage, oh ya. Gimana percentage-nya tadi? The bar chart shows the percentage of ya. Lupa. The percentage of ya. Ya, Pak Adi?
Yes, Miss. The percentage of
Shows the percentage of regular. Nah, kalau kita pakai off di depan supaya tidak banyak-banyak off, di sini kita bisa ganti dengan on. Oh, tahunnya mana?
in 2000
Di mana kita taruh tahunnya?
in the last, Miss.
Age group ya, in 2010. Ya, ini yang terakhir yang betul ya. Itu yang lengkap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Sudah 21 untuk introduction. Kita hanya perlu 151.
only one sentence.
Jadi kalau diulang dia kurang nilainya, Miss.
Kenapa?
Kalau tidak di paraphrase jadi kurang
Kalau
nilainya.
tidak, iya, betul. Artinya di situ kita terlihat sama dia, sama examinernya tidak kreatif. Karena sama, kalau sekarang kan Unan itu kena ban 2 tahun ya, tidak bisa naik pangkat. Kenapa? Karena padahal yang diinggriskan itu artikel dia sendiri gitu loh, artikel si bapaknya sendiri, tapi terdeteksi sama Turnitin kalau dia plagiator, kena semuanya senonan. Jadi plagiarisme mereka di tag-nya itu kita plagiarisme, Pak Adi.
Oh, meskipun itu karya kita sendiri yang tidak akan pernah kita komplain gitu, Miss ya.
Betul. Tapi kalau ini Pak Adi kan nyalin dari judulnya itu. Bulat-bulat plek-ketip Pak Adi sudah didetalin tadi. Makanya di paraphrase. Nah.
Tadi,
Ya.
is there any kind of rubric of instrument in instrumen penilaian untuk
Oh, it's very classified, Ibu Siska. Ya, it's very classified karena yang untuk jadi examiner itu terkadang waktu di IELTS itu saya juga tidak tahu, padahal kita kursus ya selama hampir 1 bulan atau 2 bulan kita kursus ya. Nah, kita tidak tahu siapa yang akan jadi examiner gitu.
So it is a personal, it is a subjective.
Yeah, I don't know. I think yeah, it's very classified. It's just like kita ke dalam ruangan itu saja pakai metal detector. Jadi benar-benar ya waktu di IELTS itu ya, saya 2 kali, pertama di IDP, pertama IELTS, yang kedua di IDP, itu kita tidak boleh membawa jam, kita tidak boleh membawa pulpen yang besi itu. Karena kena di metal detector kan. Jadi benar-benar pulpen yang hitam biasa, begini, sama pensil, sama penghapus pensil, tip X, dan tidak boleh minjam-minjam. Kalau minjam-minjam disuruh keluar, disuruh selesai tes di luar. Coba. Jadi takutnya di situ. Jadi mereka benar-benar strict ya. Melihat ke belakang saja langsung kena kita. Langsung dia ambil kertas. They're really strict, and we don't know who's the examiner.
Ya, setidak-tidaknya kan kalau untuk penilaian.
Oh, untuk penilaian itu ada, kalau tidak salah saya masukkan tadi di general information. Hang on. General information itu meeting 5, writing. Ya, sudah saya masukkan itu Ibu. Di halaman berapa ini? Ini halaman 1. What is being tested? What is being tested? What is being tested is your ability to. Nah ini dia. Objectively describe the information given to you. Report on a topic without the use of opinion. Use suitable language to describe the graph. Mana suitable language? Tadi yang vocabulary yang saya share. Ya, appropriate language to describe the graph. Guidelines for a good answer. Does the report have a suitable structure? Apakah dia punya introduction? Apakah dia punya body? Apakah dia punya conclusion? Does it include connective words to make the writing cohesive? Punya ini nggak dia? Punya connecting words nggak seperti yang mana? Proceeded tadi? Seperti then? Seperti alternatively? Seperti initially? Nah, apakah dia punya connecting words? Does the report use suitable grammar and vocabulary? Variety of sentences structures, apakah dia memakai pasif semua atau ada aktifnya? Nah itu dia. Does it include a range of appropriate vocabulary? Mana yang appropriate? Kalau tentang graph ya ada downward, ada upward, ada just under, ada just below, just above. Nah itu dia. Maka dia ada memakai appropriate vocabulary. Now this one. Does it meet the word limit requirements? Does it describe the whole graph adequately? Does it focus on the important tense presented in the graphic information? This one is what is being tested. But the range for what do you call that? The score range I don't know because that's classified. But this one is for the general. What will be being tested? Ibu Siska. Thank you very much. They're very good questions.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes. Okay, now what about, yes?
Tadi ada share itu, ada pembukaan, kemudian ada describe, kemudian ada our opinion. Itu di slide mana tadi? Belum.
Oh, bukan. Sebentar. New share saya di.
Ini belum dikirim juga kayaknya, Namis.
Ini sudah yang awal ya Pak ya?
Oh iya.
Ya ini yang awal.
Yang satu lagi Mas,
yang mana?
Yang ada bar chart satu lagi. Yang contoh tadi.
Writing task ini?
Yang ada contoh bar chart.
Oh yang kita barusan ngomongkan ini? Barusan kita itu ya, exercise, bentar. Exercise writing sudah ya, IELTS writing tips, meetings.
Ada yang kuning-kuning kan tadi tuh, Miss. Jawaban.
Line graphs, sample answers, exercise line graph. Not this one. Exercise writing. Banyak kali windownya kebuka. Bingung sendiri saya. Di sini vocabulary connecting sentence, bukan. How to answer, bukan. Oh ya, how to answer. Sini ada nggak how to answer? Oh nggak ada. Ya ini dia. How to answer di sini dia. Oh iya, ini how to answer, Pak. Iya, yang kuning-kuning tadi itu yang belum ya? Iya, masih di Words rupanya. Saya nyarinya di PDF, rupanya di Words sebentar. Saya save as di PDF. How to answers. Di how to answers itu Pak Adi, ada contohnya. Nah, itu dia. Ya, itu ya, Ibu Atika ya.
Yes.
Ya. Writing task. Kamu. Nah, kalau kita lanjutkan ini satu paragraf lagi mengenai overview-nya bagaimana? Nah, kalau overview-nya gimana ini? General information-nya gimana ini? Coba diteliti detail information di sini. Dari 15 ke 24, ada dari umur 65 sampai atas, male segini, female segini. The general information, overview that you can take from this one.
Mostly female do regular physical activity higher. Female.
Kita pakai apa? It is clearly seen that atau overall. Ya, atau in general. Atau as a matter of fact, boleh juga pakai di sana. Overall gimana?
Female do regular physical activity lebih sering apa sih? Lebih sering.
Frequently
Than the male.
Persentasenya mana?
Persentasenya kalau dari from 25 umur 25 sampai umur 65 mostly female has a higher percentage.
Mostly female apa?
Do regular physical.
Australian female
do regular physics activity more frequently than the male.
Then the male compare with the man. Ya. Nah, di situ yang appropriate language tadi yang terpakai itu. Karena kita membandingkan, ada compare-nya di sana. Karena kita apa yang dibandingkan? Persentase dari apa? Persentase dari Australian men dan women dalam melakukan regular physical activity. Dalam umur berapa? Jangka waktu umur berapa? In 15 to?
No, miss. It's in 15 to 24. It's different. The male is more doing regular physical activity than female.
Yeah.
But
however, nggak boleh pakai but. However, atau in contrast, atau on the contrary.
From the age group 25 to 65 and over, the female is more doing regular physical activity than male.
Okay, good. That's the overview. Nah, sekarang ke detailnya lagi. Now, let me show you the example of the answers for the detail. Yeah, you share. Can you see?
Yes, miss.
Yes, atau saya besarkan lagi. Ya. Nah ini yang tadi kan, yang Pak Adi tadi, aku pakai tangan saya. Ini yang Pak Adi tadi yang untuk overview. Nah, nih. Compare with main percentage nih. Ya, sampai di sini dia. Nah, however ini dia baru masuk ke detail. Ini sudah masuk detail dia lagi ke bawah.
Tapi itunya udah angka ya, Miss.
Yang mana?
Yang overall
Ya.
itu kan udah ada 52,8, 47.7. Nah, kita kan tadi cuman bilang more aja gitu, Miss.
Oh ya, nggak apa-apa. Kalau
Oh,
ini ya dia pakai 52,8 nggak apa-apa. Kita nggak apa-apa. Ini kan contohnya, contoh sample answers. Nah, kalau kita overall, kita kan di depannya ada overall. Kalau di sini kan dia nggak, dia langsung in 15 to 24.
Atau dia presentasikan, dia hitung ini, Miss?
Kenapa?
Dia hitung sendiri atau gimana sih?
Nggak dihitung sendiri, harus berdasarkan data ini loh Pak. Harus berdasarkan si bar chart tadi Pak, nggak bisa. Ini harus berdasarkan data bar chart ini. Kan ini 52,8 ini.
Oh,
Iya. Kita kan reporting, you cannot give your own opinion. Jadi apa yang ada di data itu yang kita report.
oke.
Nah,
Tapi dia nggak ada apa overview-nya, Miss ya? Langsung ke detail, langsung
iya,
ke ini.
iya, overview-nya kayaknya ini ya, it is interesting. Sebentar. Ini, it is interesting to the bar chart. Nah, artinya di sini dia belum 9 ini, Pak.
Oke,
Ya,
oke.
kalau untuk ininya dia ada introduction, tapi dia overview-nya tidak ada, dia langsung masuk ke konten, tidak ada overview, dia ke konten, di kontennya itu tidak ada overview, tapi dia langsung ke detail. Nah, di sini pun dia tidak ada, ada ini conclusion. In conclusion, men did regular physical activity more than women when they were teenager and mid-20s. Ada conclusionnya. Tapi pas di kontennya, pas di bodinya, dia tidak ada overview. Nah, your job is to finish. New share. Your job is to finish this exercise. Okay? Your words is in the range 150 to 165. Your words is in the range from 150 to 165. And please write it down handwritten. Handwritten, and then you took the photo, or you can cam scan, ya, cam scanner, ya. Yeah, cam scanner. And how long do you think you need time? Kita baru minggu depan, Kamis minggu depan kita. When do you think that you can finish, that you can complete? Jadi pas minggu hari Kamis kita bisa diskusi. Tapi saya perlu waktu untuk baca-baca dulu. I'm sorry? Ibu Siska?
On weekend? On weekend?
Boleh, silakan, tidak apa-apa. Are you sure you can do that by weekend? Yeah. By Sunday?
Sunday or yeah.
Sunday. Ya, jadi Sunday kita patok jam 9 malam ya. Boleh? Boleh. Ya. Jadi jam 9 malam, Sunday at 9 p.m. That's the deadline for you to send it to WhatsApp group, your writing.
Not directly to your number.
I'm not directly, no.
Because many people can read our writing.
Oh, I see. No, it's okay. It's okay. And then later we will, what we call that? We will have a discussion also, you know. So we will have a peer discussion. So what do you think? Which one do you think the strength of Ibu Siska writing, and which one do you think the weakness of Ibu Siska's writing? Based on apa? Based on the indicator that I gave to you before. Bahwa ini harus ada language-nya appropriately. Ini. Ya, Bu Siska ya, tidak apa-apa. Kita learning by doing ya. And don't
Teenager
forget,
itu dari umur berapa, Miss?
kenapa?
Teenager.
Teenager itu belasan. Umurnya belasan itu Pak Adi.
So 15 to 24 is
Oh,
teenager.
24 is not teenager, eh?
But the conclusion and the answer,
15 to
sample
24
answer.
ya. So let me check first. Teenager, eh? So I think teenager, hang on, stop sharing. What age is the teenager, yeah? What age is for teenager? Oh, this one. Until 19, Pak Adi. I'm asking my uncle Google. My mama, eh? Yeah, a teenager or
Google knows everything.
yeah, he knows everything. A teenager or teen is someone who is between 13 and 19 years old. They are called teenagers because their age number ends with teen. Karena di belakangnya teen, makanya teenager.
Jadi nggak cocok kita bawa usia teenager sama itu ke dalam apa bahasan jawaban kita, Miss ya?
Kita tadi ada yang 20, ada yang 15 ya?
Iya, 15 sampai 24.
Iya. Starting from teenager, nggak usah dipakai teenager lah, itu dia tadi salahnya tadi kan? Dia kan bilang teenager ya, jawabannya tadi ya. Sample answernya itu pakai teenager.
Have you sent the chart, Bu Sari?
Yes, already. The exercise for writing is in the previous, yesterday's afternoon. I read it out in Arabic number 3.
Oh,
Yeah, number
exercise
3.
writing.
1 and 2, yes. That's the bar
Was
chart.
yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday. 3 or 4 in the afternoon? Yeah, around 3-ish. So when you say around 3, you can say 3-ish or 4-ish. But you know what? I do suggest you to take this IELTS certificate as your faculty because you know di luar negeri itu yang paling disukai adalah jurusan Ibu Siska, jurusan Ibu Atika, jurusan Ibu Mutiara, Ibu Arin. Saya nggak tahu jurusan Pak Ade ini.
Educational management is the best, Miss.
Oh, is the
Gak mau kalah deh.
Iya. Itu yang diminati untuk scholarship ya. Yang diminati untuk scholarship. Tidak kalau jurusan saya, jurusan bahasa Inggris toh Ibu. Jadi tidak untuk scholarship itu agak gampang, dibilang mudah enggak, dibilang sulit juga enggak, tapi lebih banyak ke sulitnya gitu loh.
Actually, Bu Sari, I took IELTS test at the time. I planned to continue my study abroad at the time, but unfortunately, my father was sick, so I had to forget my dream, just continue my doctoral degree here.
Oh, subhanallah. So, which country did you choose?
Australia or New Zealand at the time?
I suggest you to choose NZ, NZ or Great Britain. Aussie is too many Indonesians over there. So
yeah.
So you know what? When you go overseas, that you would like to improve your English, eh? But sometimes my friends, when they study in Aussie, they gather with all Indonesian people.
And so Indonesian.
Yeah, talk Indonesian, and then eat Indonesian food. Ya kalau di saya kita udah kadung ini ya, udah kadung pengorbanan ya udah sekalian nyemplung kan gitu.
But NZ I think is need more nilainya mungkin lebih tinggi.
No, it is similar with Aussie, ya. Karena NZ and Aussie itu mereka sama kayak kita dengan Singapura, Ibu Siska.
Karena teman Siska ada tuh yang lulus gitu ya di NZ,
Di mananya itu? Oh, Auckland.
Auckland. But unfortunately, she cannot finish her. Apa?
Lena ya?
No.
No.
Satu lagi jurusan
From
dia tahu. I
Oh,
think nggak
kenapa?
selesai gitu because the what we call it, the advisor, ya, the advisor itu it's very hard to find. So she feels so stressed out.
Yeah,
And-
Auckland is a big city. It's a really big city. So why don't you choose Christchurch? Why don't you choose Dunedin? Why don't you choose Palmerston North? So it's not a big city. Jadi bisa saving the scholarship. Karena kalau di Auckland itu stresnya kita stres uang beasiswa pas-pasan sekali jadinya. Karena situ kan mahal ya, kota besar ya.
Kebetulan dia waktu itu dapat promotor ya istilahnya di sana gitu ya.
Iya.
Yang kedua itu udah dapat connectionnya karena waktu kita mengadakan we held international seminar and we invite him to our campus and he agreed to be her advisor. But I don't remember it is second or the first or the second advisor that is hard to find. So she failed because there is a limitation of time, right?
Yes.
Let's go back to Indonesia.
Did she get the grant from Dikti or from LPDP?
PDP.
Oh, LPDP. LPDP, yes. LPDP is quite strict. LPDP for the master degree is only 1 year, Ibu. LPDP is quite strict, but the money is good.
The money is
Yeah, the money for LPDP is good rather than Dikti. Yeah, rather than Dikti. Kalau saya dulu tuh ngos-ngosan saya, Bu. Karena saya Dikti batch kedua. Jadi seperti hampir kayak orang yang gembel ya. Karena
Do you know
beasiswa.
Dewi Mulia?
Oh yes.
She is
Dewi.
one of my
Iya, Dewi nggak mau
She
pulang
doesn't-
kan?
back.
Dewi nggak mau pulang dia.
Yes, she don't want back to Indonesia. I don't know.
Yeah. So it's been I think a year after I leave. I left to NZ 2009 November after the earthquake, and then I think 2010 or 2011 Devi. Yeah, Devi, and then she has become. I don't know. I think she got the permanent resident already.
Oh, we don't get that information.
Because she doesn't want to go back home. Kau nak pulang wi? Manga wi di Indonesia nih katanya. Oh ya udahlah. Artinya Dewi sudah terini. Manga wi di Indonesia nih. Nak pulang wi? Manga wi di Indonesia nih katanya. Oh ya sudah. Artinya mungkin ada pertimbangan di Dewi ya. Because she went there with the husband, right?
With the family, yeah.
That's happening to many of my friends. So after studying there, they don't want to come back, and they say, "What should I do in Indonesia?"
They more comfortable.
Yeah. But actually, ya itulah. Sengaja dilama-lamakan terkadang. But that's it.
Yeah.
Okay, inshallah there will be time for you because I heard also UNP there is a join. What do you call that? There is if I'm not mistaken, my head of department before she went to America. She went to the United States for I don't know, join something like that for her PhD between UNP and the university in United States.
Double degree.
Yeah, not double degree. It's only for 3 or 4 months.
Oh, sandwich program.
Sandwich.
Yeah, sandwich,
Postdoc.
not postdoc, sandwich program. Yeah, she went there 3 or 4 months. Yeah.
I hope I can postdoc abroad.
Oh, amin. Yeah, go to NZ. NZ is a very beautiful country. Yeah. Australia is too many Indonesian. That's what I believe, because you have been far away from your family, lo tiba di Australia makan pecel lele lagi kan nggak enak. my thought, yeah, that's my. Hi young man, hello young man, hello young man. Okay, so do you know what to do actually? Do you know what to do?
Yes.
Yes, so to finish up the writing task 1, and please bear in mind, keep in your mind what is the criteria, what is the indicator for the marking. Tadi ada, and then also you have the homework for the linking word. Yeah, put the linking word into your writing. Don't forget to put your linking word into the writing, because the more varied vocabulary you use in your writing, the higher your mark. Jadi kelihatan itu. The more varied vocabulary you use, jadi tidak itu ke itu saja, itu ke itu saja, but varied. Ya, atau appropriate words, for example like upward, downward, seperti yang saya share di file-file sebelumnya, itu juga tinggi nilainya. Okay? So far, ada yang mau ditanyakan?
The last question, Miss.
Yes, please.
And any times I hear you use around, what is the phrase around, about, approximately?
Around and about, that's a daily conversation. Approximately, that's academic writing.
In writing, so you mean in writing tests, you suggest us to use approximately?
Yes.
Thank you, Miss.
Yes. Around and about is daily conversation. Or before I said ish, yeah? Yeah, ish. 3-ish, around 3. 4-ish, around 4. Around and about is daily conversation. That's really informal. But for the writing, because we need academic language, so we use approximately or what is, hang on. Saya biasanya pakai thesaurus ya. Thesaurus untuk kamus sinonim itu coba Ibu install, Bapak Ibu install thesaurus atau enggak Merriam-Webster. Jadi di sana kita bisa banyak ketemu itu sinonim. Approximately. Or you can say relatively, or roughly, or comparative. Yeah, that's also roughly, comparatively. That's the synonym of approximately. Jadi kalau mau memakai lagi kira-kira itu jangan pakai approximately lagi, itu repetition. Nah, kalau di repetition itu di situ kita kurangi delay, artinya kosakata kita terbatas. Itu yang mereka anggap. Thank you very much, Pak Hadi. That's a really good question.
Thank you, Miss.
Yes, thank you. So if I say thank you, what will be your response?
You are welcome.
No? Selain itu?
Not at all.
Okay, very good. Karena you are welcome itu dari saya SD dulu loh. You are welcome selalu loh. So not at all or ada lagi? Yeah, never mind. Ada lagi?
No big deal.
No big deal. Very good. Ada lagi?
How about with my pleasure?
Yes, with my pleasure. What else? Take it easy.
Don't mention it.
Yeah, don't mention it. Very good. Very good. Jadi ilmunya itu sebenarnya sudah di sini ya, Bu. Tinggal narik-narik aja lagi ya. Iya. Dia sudah ada di storing dia di bagian belakang.
But actually, Miss, I thought that all of us know many words, but to implementation that to the sentence, it's so hard.
That's because,
It's so hard for me.
Yeah, that's because you just do the writing exercise rarely. Yeah, rarely. If you do do the writing exercise frequently, then you will know, for example, approximately is comparatively. Okay, comparatively. Oh, I cannot write down around here. I cannot write down about here because this is a very informal word. So you can say like that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah. At least, Ibu Mutiara, at least once a week, try to write down 1 or 2 paragraphs.
Okay.
Yeah. Once a week, 1 or 2 paragraphs in English.
Yes, of course, in English.
Yeah. Academic English. Academic English. Yes.
Yes, academic English is really hard.
Yeah, academic English.
It's really difficult.
Yeah. Yeah, but if you make it like a habit, inshallah, yeah, it won't.
I mean,
All right. So is there any more question you would like to ask? So far so good?
Yes.
Okay, so far so good because our time is over also, yeah? Okay, so thank you very much for